Plebe Summer emphasizes the mission of the United States Naval Academy to develop midshipmen morally, mentally, and physically. In just 6 weeks, these young men and women will be taught the strong mental framework critical to becoming a successful naval officer. As they make the transition from civilian life to a strict military regiment, they will be instilled with a sense of personal honor, integrity, and dedication to the naval service. Through the shared experience of Plebe Summer, they will develop a camaraderie with their classmates that will last a lifetime.
And maybe most importantly, the will to win. These are the elements. That's what this institution is all about. And you will learn that every day of Plebe Summer.
In the dawn hours of Induction Day, parents say goodbye to their sons and daughters, placing them in the care of the Plebe Summer detailers.
I'm just getting my clothes.
Inform you. 1, 2, good luck candidates. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Flag your
Not on the first and last words of your mouth will be sure, ma'am, understood?
The plebes are processed and medically screened, issued their uniforms, and given haircuts.
Name, alpha code, company, letter, and platoon number. Attach it to your bag and hand it to those ladies right there. Thank you, sir.
Follow something on the wall. You can do last name, first name, middle initial, followed by your alpha code, then your company and platoon number. Write as big as you can, make it fit.
I'm now going to show you how to render a proper salute. And salute. Render a crisp salute with your arm parallel to the deck, your hand and wrist straight, your hand rolled forward so I cannot see any of your palm, and your fingers along the brim of your cover, along the edge of your eyebrows so you're not blocking any of your vision. So, on the command ready, 2, you will return to the position of attention. Ready, 2, blow out. You guys have a great summer.
As the sun sets over Tecumseh Court, friends and family gather to catch a glimpse of their transformed son or daughter at the oath of office ceremony. The Commandant of Midshipmen issues the oath of office.
2021, please rise. Raise your right hand. having been appointed as a midshipman in the United States Navy, do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which you are about to enter. So help you God.
Families are briefly reunited, new haircuts and uniforms are admired, and goodbyes are said.
I think we're gonna miss you. I think we're gonna miss you. Step forward. March.
And Plebe Summer begins.
Whoa, Brigade 2021! We fired up there for level training.
Plebes get their first taste of rigorous military training, beginning with their daily morning workout. The Physical Education Program, or PEP, lasts for an hour and a half each morning. After completing this intense 7-week training program, a plebe will have completed almost 2,900 push-ups, 3,000 sit-ups, and 103 miles of running.
Way to push yourself, stay 21. Hoorah! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's go!
The plebes learn a completely new way of life, centered on Bancroft Hall.
You will have 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go to your rooms and make your rest. Ready? Go!
plebes learn about military basics, including naval organization and traditions.
Start back. So where's the port valve? So where's my starboard quarter? Where's my starboard beam? All right. I'm feeling one ready.
The essence of the Navy is the sea. Each plebe learns the basic rules of boat handling and sailing.
Today we are teaching Sail 3, so it's the third lesson the plebes receive over Plebe Summer. And we are teaching them today how to jibe the boat and basic rules of the road on the water. The main goal of the sailing lessons over Plebe Summer is to introduce the plebes to the maritime environment. And we cover tacking and just kind of terminology on the boat, learning how to run the lines, methods of stopping the boat, how the sails work, and how the boat is actually propelled through the water. It's also just a really good way to get them kind of away from the Naval Academy and build their confidence on the water. And they're also learning a really cool new skill, which is sailing.
Plebes practice the fundamentals of military drill and discipline. They participate in several parades reviewed by the Commandant of Midshipmen. An officer is required to lead in combat under all kinds of circumstances.
This is the confidence course, and basically this course is set up to instill teamwork and help them with confidence. If they're scared of heights, working through it, just a couple different obstacles that they have to overcome.
Basically, we're training the plebes on how to safely and quickly navigate the obstacle course. It's supposed to be a simulation of moving on the battlefield while conserving energy. So we teach them how to go over every obstacle the safest and quickest way without tiring themselves out. So when we get to the final obstacle, the rope, they can successfully navigate it. This is a big part of what the Navy and Marine Corps does, especially the Marine Corps side. They'll be running obstacle courses as they go through their career as a midshipman, and especially when they enter the fleet. So we teach them the basic skills they need right now. So basically the course is made up of about 7 major obstacles. You have the high bar. It's the single bar that we teach them 2 techniques to get over the top. And then you have the decline bars, which is the bars that go down along with the logs. And then we have a high wall, the high log, the rhythm logs, and then we go to the parallel bars, and then lastly they finish with the rope. So it kind of looks like it'd be simple, but by the time you get to the end, you're pretty tired. Personally, I enjoy coaching the plebes up, helping them learn the techniques and helping them be successful in that second run through and finishing the course.
Weapon safety and handling are central to any military training.
Today we're just shooting weapons here. We're shooting the M11 pistol and the M4 rifle. I would do it during Plebe Summer because it's just a good instruction period. It's a good time for them to really focus on the weapons. We're here to train them effectively and safely in how to operate and handle and shoot the firearms. So the M11, we shoot it from 3, 7, and 15, which is a standard Navy qualification. So yeah, we shoot 2 rounds in 4 seconds a couple times, do a magazine change, we work on shooting weak hand, teach plebes how to shoot dominantly and how to control the weapon, fire it effectively. And then on the other side of the rifle range, we shoot the M4 rifle. It's a version of the M16, a little smaller, shorter barrel. We shoot from the prone, we shoot from the kneeling and the standing position, and the target signifies basically like a 200-yard point target is what we essentially shoot at. So out of like 80 plebes, 2 or 3 will get expert. On the pistol side, it's out of 240 points to 227. So it's pretty difficult to shoot, and on the rifle side, it's the same thing. It's 200 to 170. They're high standards. We have very few people that actually achieve that.
Here, you hold it.
Basic shipboard damage control and firefighting principles are taught and practiced on land and underway on board yard patrol crafts.
Today we're just giving the incoming plebes an introduction into damage control via different stations here on Dewey Seawall, introducing them to practical damage control, dealing with fires and flooding on board, and how to combat those casualties. Plebe Summer is really the only opportunity they'll have during their time here at the Academy to cover damage control before they head out into the fleet as submariners, surface warfare officers, Marines, aviators. So with pipe patching, we have the midshipmen rolling through different types of patches that we'll use for different ruptures in pipes. The midshipmen will place a piece of rubber over the ruptured pipe and wrap that from end to end to decrease the flow of water out of the rupture. We learn how to fully dress in our firefighting ensemble, which contains their SCBA, their self-contained breathing apparatus, their actual firefighting suit, their helmet, flash hood, and flash gloves. So for the third station, we have hose handling. The plebes will learn how to move as a hose team, relieve the nozzleman, and spell their shipmates some time on the nozzle, and take breaks as we are continuously fighting the fire, staying low in our crouched position, and fighting the fire from its base in order to extinguish it.
Distinguished speakers share their thoughts and experiences regarding honor, integrity, and virtue. Honor is the foremost influential factor in the decision-making process of a naval officer.
I have a pretty firm belief that great leaders only come from those who have mastered themselves, and I believe self-mastery only comes when we fight through struggle. Plebe Summer provides that controlled struggle. So my detail works every day to put positive pressure with a purpose on the class of 2021 to give them an opportunity to fail and then learn from that failure. And from that, we really do see that the skills and the confidence they gain from finishing Plebe Summer will follow them for the remainder of their time here at the Naval Academy. We take our plebes to honor and character classes, and through the exposure to these speakers and combining that with the theoretical discussions that occur in the hall on a daily basis, we provide the most immersive environment to imbue them with these ideas of honor, courage, and commitment that the Navy is so true to.
If you can define yourself, if you haven't already, if you can define yourself morally and for commitment and be all in on both of those, you're going to do just fine here and then when you graduate as a leader.
Everything we do that's most worthwhile in life is because it wasn't easy. And part of the reason Plebe year was such a worthwhile experience was because it wasn't easy. And at times there were ups and at times there were downs, but there always was a purpose, a greater purpose behind what we're doing. And the higher purpose is to prepare us for the fleet and the challenges we'll face beyond.